I'm Else Cochrane, Calvard's ambassador to Liberl. I get the feeling this is a bit more than a social call, though. Welcome back, my loyal subjects, to more Trails in the Sky second chapter. Feral Fiasco here. Last episode, we left off with me trying to find the foreign manse and the will of the Blue Knight. As you can see, I still haven't tracked it down. I even went ahead, rewatched the bit where we actually got the clue, because I was misremembering that Olivier said he didn't think it was in the embassies. He says he doesn't think it's got anything to do with the Royal Guard. And I even rewatched The Magical of the White Magnolia, because the only Blue Knight I could think of was Oscar, and Oscar didn't have a will or anything. He was just a commoner. But none of these places are like foreign manses or anything, but the embassies are the closest thing I could think of, so we're gonna head into there. Actually, over the course of my investigation, I talked to her, and she ended up giving us a fishing rod, so I bought a new rod to replace my old one recently. I've been using the same rod since I started fishing, so I thought it was about time for an upgrade. Now then, what to do with my old rod? My husband only uses new top-class rods, you see, so I had to keep up. You fish, don't you? Huh? Well, some. How did she know? Well then, allow me to offer you this. Received bamboo fishing rod. Wow, thank you. Make sure to catch plenty of fish with it. May I have your ear for a moment? We got the bamboo fishing rod, but then I was like, what the heck is going on? So I came back to it a couple hours later, but this, I don't know what she says here. May I have your ear for a moment? I actually just received the rank of Master Fisher from the Fisherman's Guild, so there are fishing ranks here too. Now I can be counted alongside people like Lloyd. You know Lloyd, don't you? He's a wonderful fisherman. Once my husband comes back from the castle, I'm going to positively rub his face in this. Oh, I will. Okay, so we've probably got a new fisherman rank waiting for us too. But that's not important right now. What's important is visiting these embassies. Okay. What we don't want to happen, actually, first things first, because I think it was here, I was unable to catch anything. Or was it? No, it was at the Irby Royal Villa I was unable to catch anything. So we're gonna try the bamboo fishing rod there. We can't leave the city. I tried in the course of my investigation. So first, I don't think, now I'm worried because to my knowledge, there's nothing Blue Knighty about Calvard or Erebonia, so alright. I got no freaking idea, dude. Well, let's start with Erebonia. Hello, Bergen. You've been well, I hope? Olivier? Where in the hell have you been? Why, I've been places. What's wrong? What's wrong, he says. You've been totally incommunicado ever since you went to Elmo. Major Vander's about ready to throw you out a window. Ah, he wishes to launch me like a love rocket. Adorable. Olivier? Did you seriously forget to tell Mueller and the embassy you were with us? When wandering the roads, hunting for love, one must be discreet and secretive. Well, Bergen, may we enter? I can't say no to you, but, who's with you? Oh, we're from the Bracer Guild. We'd like to ask the ambassador a few things, if that's okay. We thought we'd try having Olivier introduce us. Oh, okay. Well, I can certainly let you in, but Lord Ambassador Cranehaw and Major Vander are out at the moment, you see. Oh, a pity. What shall we do, Estelle? We can wait inside. We could, but we're kind of burning daylight here, so I'd like to visit some of the other places while we wait. We could visit the Calvardian embassy first, then. It's just across the plaza from here. Yes, getting back here won't take long after meeting with Elsa. Then, that's decided then. We'll be back later, sir. I'll let the Major know you were here. See you later. Okay, so we can't do Arabonia first. But now... Okay, so it hasn't expired. That's what I was worried about. So let's try Calvard first. And I figured that the least likely place we could find out more about this Blue Knight was at the Liberal newspaper, so we'll do that one last. Hey Zine, still keeping busy? Let me guess, business at the embassy? Yeah, I'd like to speak to Elsa about something. She's in, right? Well, I haven't seen her leave, so I guess she's around. Oh, who's with you? Gotta ask, you know, policy. Oh, they're helping me with some guild work. I'm going to introduce them to Elsa. Huh? Well, okay. If they're with you, Zine, I guess I can let him in. Alright, so, welcome to the Calvardian Embassy. Oh, do keep in mind that the Embassy Hall is Calvard's soil. Calvard and Liberal are friends, but still, keep your nose clean, huh? You hear that, Olivier? And again, my heart is assaulted with arrows. How little trust you have in me. The Calvardian Embassy! Please, come in. The embassy grounds are extraterritorial, just so you know. You should probably refrain from any suspicious activity. Okay, still hasn't expired. So, our first little slice of Calvard. Looks nice. Oh, magnificent. Wow, this is the Calvardian Embassy? I didn't expect it to be quite so fancy. Yes, and yet it's a bit exotic as well. I really like it. Well, quite a few people from even farther east have settled in Calvard, you know. They've had an impact on our culture, too. Anyway, Elsa's office is the furthest room on the second floor. Alrighty. Okay, has it expired? No. Zine? Hey, I'm back. I might end up borrowing a room, so I'll be in your care if that happens. Of course. I'll have everything squeaky clean for you. Zine, come by and stay anytime. I'll have everything squeaky clean for you. So all of these people are probably from Calvard? Or she might even be a maid from the castle, who knows? This guy. Nope, nothing Blue Knighty about this. Oh, you all are... Why, if it isn't Zine? Counselor, a pleasure. All together here? Are they your guests? Yes, they're co-workers with the guild. Are you here about the threat letter? It's as you guessed. It's a request from the Royal Army. Do you have any ideas? Threat letters like that aren't exactly rare in the Republic. Yeah, from what I know about Calvard, there are a lot of anti-Eastern immigrant people, so... To be honest, I barely paid it any heed at all. True, there are a lot of radical groups in the country. Yes, they always cause trouble when the issue of immigration comes up. Well, this time at least I can't say anything. Why don't you see what Ambassador Cochrane thinks first? Yes, we'll go do that right now. If you'll pardon us. There's also the possibility the threat letter was just a prank. Why don't you see what Ambassador Cochrane thinks first? I don't know. Seems kind of serious and elaborate for a prank. This shelf holds the Dull Knight series. Huh! This might be it! Oh! This shelf holds the Dull Knight series. This shelf holds the Dull Knight series. Okay. So I think this might be it. But you better believe I'm not going to read all those right here, right now. We'll make a save right here, just in case we're kicked out of the Calvardian Embassy. And I have to come back. My. Is that the hulk of a man over there, Zine? I don't even need to see your face to know. Hey, are you seriously going to judge based on my body size? I thought you were a bear when we first met. My. Jeez. Zine is always going back and forth between Liberal and the Republic. It must be hard on him. Do take care not to push yourself too hard and lose your health. Okay, so I'll read through every single entry of the Doll Knight if that's what it takes, but I'm gonna do all of that off screen probably. They said she was in the last room, so nope, no one here. Yeah, Foreign Manson, Will of the Blue Knight. Seems likely. Seems highly, highly likely. Actually, you know what? I will do that right now. But once we talk to him, I'll just cut to the relevant part, so. Residing Officer Yakumo. Oh, Zine, come to Liberl again? Hey Yakumo, it seems I'll be here for a while again. You seem pretty busy yourself. Of course we are. After all, we've got a pact signing approaching. He must be Eastern as well then. Sorry, but I won't have time to bother with you for a while. The prepping for the signing ceremony has got me so busy that I'd accept a cat's help if it offered. Well, knowing that it's all for the sake of my homelands, I'm happy to do it. Alright. So, how was Yakumo? Alright! Let's get started on the Doll Knight! There is a card trapped between the pages. Okay, but this was getting good though. I can see why they had Father Kevin read the whole thing. Like, I wasn't sure. At first I thought they were like maybe a foot tall, but these jokers must be human size. And they're like fighting each other? This is crazy. There is a card trapped between the pages. The door has already been opened. Join the dance of the valorous. Oh, look what I found! Oh, I get it. I guess this is technically considered Republican territory. It absolutely is a foreign manse. And the Blue Knight is a character from the novel, I think. Jeez, he sure is detail-oriented. Anyway, I got a feeling this next one's the last of them. Dance of the Valorous. Well, now where could that be? Oh, an open door in Dance of the Valorous. See, this one I'm thinking must be the Grand Arena. Dang. Where were we at? It was, I think it was 15? Yeah. It was right after 15. But that was, Pedro and Tia, dude! Okay, so we can enter anytime we want, but it must be the Grand Arena must be the last place. The door has been opened and the Dance of the Valorous must be... Yup! Huh, it's unlocked? The entrance here should be kept locked as long as there's no show like the martial arts tournament. In which case... Huh, it seems this is our goal then. I came by this place half a dozen times, thinking the Blue Knight was Oscar, and because they fought in the Grand Arena, but nope, completely nothing here. Alright, let's get inside. Oh man, because I was... Oh, this is not good music. But I guess it's super extra empty in here, so it'd be a little weird. Dance of the Valorous. We should... Oh, no, I guess it doesn't matter blue or red at this point. But we should be able to get out onto the field. No? Door's locked. Door's locked. But I'm, like, I would like to have Pedro in our party, dude. Like, like that Blue Knight that he commanded, he's able to make it fight and stuff for him, dude. He'd be awesome. Him and Tia. At first I was getting, okay, here we can enter. Seems like a fight. Okay. The Grand Arena. Kinda nostalgic. Feels like we were here just yesterday. Just standing here has me recalling the admiring roar of the audience. You're invited to the castle after you won the martial arts competition, right, Estelle? I wish I could have joined you on the field. Thinking about it, I was still pretty amateurish. But, you know, once this whole thing is cleared up, I'd like to take part in the next year's martial arts tournament. To test my own ability, for one.
Now that sounds like Cassius's daughter to me. I'd like to join in on the action too.
I, don't really feel like I'd have a chance against you, Zine.
Well, then I shall sing from the seats to cheer you on, Estelle. I will serenade my love for you as mightily as I can.
Pass.
Yup, this time it's a fight.
Alright, good thing I set up everybody's orbment. Monsters?
This feels reminiscent of some old Colosseum games.
The setting is certainly apt. It's a pity we lack an audience. Here they come. Alright. Zine should still be... No, I took the Ruby Talisman off him, I think. Okay, Master Cryon, weak to fire. So let's do this. Oh, frozen! Luckily, Zine's completely immune to that status effect. Craft, Zine cannot impede. Let's have him true distend. Okay, but just like... So I'm glad I went ahead and did it then, because going back and redoing the Carnelia Tower to get the Ruby Talisman at this stage would have felt a lot more obnoxious. Item. What do we have that heals freeze? Oh, hot potato fry. Easy peasy. Learned recipe for hot potato fry. Okay. And then we're gonna need Olivier to get in on this, because we're all about to get hit by whatever this is. But Howling Bullet 2, huh? Let's see what this is like. A rare young monster has the odd habit of freezing its prey before eating them. And then Master Cryon, a monster rarely sighted in the elevated regions it inhabits, uses water-based arts. Okay. Yeah, let's go for the small fry, because his Howling Bullet's not the strongest. Okay, looks like it's got a bit more oomph, and it confused. Diamond Dust, yep. Alright. 3 freezes! That's okay, though. Yep, you're dead. We'll have Zine actually punch this one. Out of commission. Everybody else can do nothing. Okay. Do we have another hot, anything else they can... Okay, Fruit Kingdom for Chloe. And then she should be able... Impede. There we go. Go ahead and put a stop to that really quickly. Prepping arts again. Oh, crap. Because he is not going to survive this. Let's do a salt roasted fish. Though we're wasting Zine's turns on stuff, on his strength up turns. Diamond Dust again. Crap. Okay, so this time we're gonna have Zine run up and attack. There we go. It's gonna heal our status effects. It's not gonna give us the defense up boost though, so it's whatever. Okay. Diamond Dust. So we can actually... Diamond Dust attacks one specific area rather than anyone in particular. Yes, Sniper Shot. None of that. And then Estelle... We'll actually have her use Flare Arrow. Especially because it's so weak to this attack. 1328. Yeah, this shouldn't be too much of an issue. Even without having the Fire Talisman on. Craft. No, we can just have Zine keep attacking. And then Chloe will just be able to, move. So it's gonna have to pick somebody. Yeah, Zine's gonna take a hit, but Zine can't be frozen, so. Yeah. Yeah, Estelle, let's go ahead and Flare Arrow again. And then he can't do that, so a Dark Matter will suffice from Olivier's end. Alright. 974. I really wasn't expecting us to have to contend with a monster over the course of Blueblanc's thing. This is a first, even across the 2 games I've experienced them in, so.
Savor the victory. We earned it.
Sure did. Hey! And we didn't get 3 experience points for that. That's the most surprising thing about this. What? I'm gonna chalk that up to his teleportation magic, cause, yeah, that wasn't there before. What was that? It was like a magic trick. What a fabulous display. He is a fitting rival indeed. He's even weirder than I thought he'd be. Well, whatever. Let's check the contents. Yep. Our, arts piece should be in there. Received Portrait of the Arsail. There was a card stuck to the bottom of the box. My princess, my rival, and brave bracers. Did you enjoy the show I prepared for your arrival? As I do not wish to upset the mood of our main role, it is time for the supporting actors to take their bows. So, does this mean this is the last time he's gonna do one of these? I hope you will look forward to our next chance meeting. Some chance meeting? I wish you'd cut it out. But there's something curious about it. Main role? Supporting actors? What does that mean? Now that you mention it... screw it. Let's go return the photos to the archives. Cool. Oh, it immediately took us back here. Excellent. I can't thank you enough, Bracers. Still, why would that phantom thief fellow steal a portrait of the Arsail? It certainly is lovely, but it's really nothing more than a simple portrait. It holds little monetary value. Well, he doesn't really care about value so much as he cares about pulling off a good prank or two. And it's probably our fault that the museum got wrapped up in his latest one. Sorry for putting you through all this. No need to apologize. It wasn't your doing. And if anything, I'm very pleased with how you handled this. Excellent work. You'd better appreciate it, dude. I spent way too freaking long on this. Quest the missing exhibit completed. Alright! So the Azure Knight did not at all refer to who I thought it referred to. Oh man. I was really worried because I was like, when I was running around in the actual city, I was like, what if this has something to do with the actual main quest and I'm seriously just wasting my time right now? Turned out to be the freaking case. I only spent about 40 minutes running back and forth though, so it wasn't it wasn't too much. I'll cry about it later. But right now we need to tell Elnon what a good job he did so he can reward us with BP. As soon as I pick an exit and go through it. Here we go. Grancel South block. Alright. Report. 4 BP. Still E-class. Crap. Wait, it should tell us what the next thingamabob is, shouldn't it? Quartz. No. Fishing paid. Parameters. Okay, it just tells us what we get. So, E rank we got Petrify, Machine Power, recover EP while moving. Alright. It'll be a grand old time for sure. Alright, the Calvardian Embassy. Now we can go back and actually speak with Else Cochrane. Let me save in case it kicks us out, cause I definitely want to read how the Dull Night ends. That I wasn't expecting it to be that engaging, even though the chapters, I don't know why I went this way when it's on the other end. But even though the chapter's only 3 to 4 pages, I was worried for a moment because I was like, holy crap, I'm gonna have to sit here for like 50 minutes reading through all this, but nope. Nope. And it was worth it either way. Though I'm gonna have to reread a part of it because I thought, I don't know if Capri, if Capri is the original master, because whoever Oratorio is, I got the impression that they died, but I guess that didn't happen. Oh well, I'm gonna end up reading through it again, so it doesn't matter. I think this is the... No, we've been to all these rooms now. All right, only one more thing left to do, and I did just save, but it's all good. It's all good. Oh no, have I been up here? I sure have. Okay, so Else Cochrane, let's do it.
This should be the ambassador's office. Shall we say hello to Elsa?
Yeah, let's talk to her.
Alright, let me introduce you.
Yeah. Yes, come in.
Pardon us, Elsa.
Huh, I remember her being older. But yeah, clearly she wasn't. Why, Zine Vathek, hello! Come in. Last I heard, you'd returned to Calvard. What's an old dog like you doing back here in Gransel?
Ha! Well, let's just say this old dog has a trick or two more to show off. I'll likely be here in Liberl for a while.
As to be expected of an A-rank bracer, I suppose. You never let up, do you? So, who's this with you? A pleasure to meet you, ma'am. I'm Estelle Bright, of the Bracer Guild. These are our, assistants. Olivier Lenham and Chloe Rins.
A pleasure, Ambassador.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Ambassador. The pleasure is mine. I'm Else Cochrane, Calvard's ambassador to Liberl. I get the feeling this is a bit more than a social call, though.
I'm afraid so.
Estelle and her party asked about the threatening letter in the embassy received. Ah, that letter, yes. You're helping the Royal Army investigate the matter, then? Technically, yes. Threats of terrorism aren't exactly something the Guild can ignore either, though. Would you mind helping us out? Well, I suppose. We're well stuck into the situation, after all. What would you like to know? Well, to start with, do you have any idea who would have sent the letter? Like, does anyone in the Republic oppose the signing of the pact, or... Well, of course. You're looking at one, after all. Wow! Ambassador Cochrane doesn't want it to happen? She's probably got a really good reason. Huh?
Elsa, please. Try not to tease the kids too much, yeah?
Well, the truth's the truth, Zine. I'm pretty sure I've chewed your ear off about Erebonia enough for you to know what I think,
Well, yes.
Still, Miss Bright, don't misunderstand me. President Rocksmith and Parliament have already approved the pact. My personal feelings won't get in the way of my job. Right. Is there anyone else from Calvard who might oppose the pact? Oh, certainly. They're all tiny groups, though. And to be honest, there's no real reason to oppose it anyway. No reason? I don't quite follow. Didn't she just say she didn't want it to happen? It's not worth bothering. The pact doesn't have any practical effect. It is just an agreement. Someone before did tell us that there was no real consequence for violating it, other than the scorn of the other parties involved, I guess. It's simply agreeing to the statement, we shall not rely on violence to solve international problems and negotiate instead. It's more of a declaration than anything else.
But it is little more than a promise which can be broken without consequence, save a loss of face, no?
Precisely. The worst it could do would be to rally other countries against the aggressor. Now, it's true that relations between Erebonia and Calvard have gotten even worse than usual over the past decade. So there is some value in establishing Liberl as a place where we can negotiate. But again, who'd bother opposing that? Yeah, it doesn't really seem like the thing you'd send a bunch of threatening letters about. Well, Ambassador Cochrane, if you don't believe someone from Calvard is the perpetrator, then whom do you suspect? Ha, well, my gut, of course, tells me to blame it all on the Erebonians, their militaristic Hawk faction specifically. But frankly, even they have that new engine on the line. They aren't so stupid as to cut off their noses to spite their faces. The new engine? Wait, you mean the one from the Arsail? Yes, an engineering sample will be provided to both Calvard and Erabonia. It'll happen right after the signing, in fact. And we know what happens with that engine, at least on the, Empire end. Whoa! As to be expected of Queen Alicia. She holds both the Empire and Republic in the palm of her hand. Yes, I have to admit, she's handled this masterfully. That cutting-edge engine is going to birth a whole new generation of airship designs. And Alicia is practically handing it out, so long as you sign this agreement, and play nice with it and each other, at least for a while. Even the most testosterone-poisoned ninnies among the Erebonian Hawks wouldn't want to miss this chance. Yeah, I guess so. Which means, of course, that the possibility that either the Republic or the Empire interfering directly is pretty low. Indeed. I'm sorry I can't be of more help. No, you've been plenty. We've established that there's no motive for Calvard, or at least for the main bodies of Calvard and Erabonia, there's no motive. No, you are a big help. Just being able to cross suspects off the list helps a lot. Oh, speaking of which though, we'd like to ask you about something else. Estelle asked Ambassador Cochrane about Ren's parents. Harold Hayworth, a merchant from Crossbell. I can't say it rings any bells. I'm sorry. He's never visited the embassy, at least. Darn. Well, thanks. Do remember that Crossbell sits directly between Erabonia and Calvard, however. You may want to inquire at the Erebonian embassy as well. Okay, thanks, Ambassador. And thanks for being so open with us. You're quite welcome. I'm glad I could help. By the way, you said your name was Estelle Bright. You wouldn't happen to be Brigadier General Bright's daughter? Oh, you know Dad? Everybody knows Cassius. Of course. The heroic vanquisher of the Imperial Army, and now the head of Liberal's Royal Army. I'd heard he had a daughter, but I didn't expect to meet you like this. Well, I'm just kind of an inexperienced newbie myself, still. You're off to a good start then, I think. We at the embassy have relied on the guild a number of times in the past. Should the time come again, I hope you'll aid us, Miss Bright. Well, if the chance comes up, sure. Well, we'll see you around. Alright, excellent. Estelle Bright, our embassy owes the guild greatly for your constant support. Should we have any jobs come up, I would be happy if you would be the one to take them on. Yeah! Build up that reputation, Estelle! Okay, Else Cochrane. She looks Eastern, but definitely doesn't have an Eastern name. She dresses Eastern, I should say. If she lets her hair down and changes into a pantsuit, who knows? She'd probably look completely different. But, so we're gonna go ahead, save it here, and we're gonna get started on the Erebonian embassy. That's all gonna be next time, though, so definitely join me then for more Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter. Bye for now, guys.